Hey guys, it's Tarkin coming at you with another game of Minecraft, but today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to try to beat the game. We're doing a random seed run because I wouldn't do any better if we scouted a seed. And we're doing a glitchless run because I couldn't do a glitch if I wanted to. And, so we're just going to try to go for. I, of course, have never beat the game on easy, actually. Alright, we got a world. What do we got? We got sheep, lots of sheep we need first. To acquire a little bit of wood, that's the key, right? Got to get enough of this for some stuff. And then that's like a lot of sheep, so we'll be able to make a bed. That's good. I mean, it's probably good. Actually, I don't know, a bed might not even be called for. Anyway, because I'm like a cartoon player, I of course don't even know how to draw shapes. Like I said, this is not a speed run. This is just a run, merely a run. All right, so we've got our stuff, and that means we can go and pop some sheep. This will be good, and then we can think about where to go from there, right? And this will give us some food for whenever we make a furnace, which we can't have, like, too far from now, right? Wouldn't be practical. And again, I don't even think we want to make a bed, but there's no point in throwing the wool away. We can use it to, like, climb on later. And there's, like, so many sheep. You hate to not gather food. I have no idea how speedruns work. I've never really watched one. Like I said, this isn't one. I'm just playing the game in a direction, with the goal of finding the dragon, But all the proximate goals are hazy. Of course, we're not going to just, like, climb up the mountain because it's pretty. We got goals. What are these goals? We need to get stone, coal for torches, iron for a shield. When we get a shield, we'll be able to go down into the earth and fight a dude, maybe. Go get some more iron or diamonds. Alternately, we make a boat, try to find an ocean, try to find a shipwreck. That's good too. Also, we shouldn't have, Yeah, I let my axe break. Now we have to get more wood for an axe. Like I said, it's not gonna go well. I'm just hoping that we'll be able to do something. No, I'm having a good time. Having a good time. We don't need a sword, though. We'll, like, make one out of iron or whatever, but you don't need, like, a wooden sword. Because the axe does, like, really good damage, right? Like 7, yeah, and then you just get, like, a stone axe later. Speaking of, we should have made a boat. Oh, we don't have enough wood for a boat. These are things that you would know. Alright, we're just gonna eat some raw mutton and whatever goes with that. Because I'm thinking that a boat would be good. Hey, Quinny. Thinking a boat will be good. Let's just get a little bit of extra wood here. This is gonna be the worst display anyone's ever seen, unless they're looking for me to bumble my way through it and probably die doing something silly, in which case you're in the right spot. Alright, can I make a boat? Oh, right, you gotta walk in the water first. I remember. Oh, yeah, I'm just playing through. I can't call it a speedrun. I've only actually beat Minecraft once on hardcore, so I don't know, like, what I'm doing. I would never call it a speedrun at this point. I don't have a plan. I need coal, probably. Oh yeah, stone, coal stuff. We'll climb up here and do that. Boat discipline, that's important. Because, like, I know how to live on hardcore, but I don't know how to, like, beat the game fast. That's not where my skill set in Minecraft has ever lain. But, like, what we're doing is trying to get towards the dragon, right? That's the plan. So, theoretically, speedrun adjacent. Alright, well, that went well. You know, you don't need to put that down. We're just gonna make some stone tools real quick. It's like, you don't need to put that down in order to make a stick and a torch. And I do know that. I do know that you can make torches just casually. Alright, so how many of these do you need? It's like 8 for a furnace. And then we'll need several more for like a stone pickaxe and a stone axe. Sword, still probably a waste. I think a stone sword will be fine. Because we got to be able to smelt some iron to make a shield. And then we'll probably make a sword out of that. An iron sword, you know. I feel like a diamond sword would be wasteful in this context. Speaking of iron, we haven't seen any yet, which isn't ideal, but it'll be fine. Now, one thing we don't need is to carry that around anymore, right? I mean, we might. You know, let's carry the old junky tools just in case we need them, right? Why not? We can make a furnace now to carry it around. Why not? Say you tried to speedrun Minecraft. Didn't go that good even with some good luck. Yeah, you know, I think the key is not carrying. Hey, iron! Hooray! Because, you know, I feel like the better you get, the less fun it'll be. No, I had tried this one time before, you know, to play towards winning, but you know, it didn't work. I got to the nether and got really messed up. This is so much iron. Oh, yeah. I'm going to be able to build, like, several iron things out of that. It's probably supposed to look a little further. Oh, my God, I left one up there. You know, you can't... I got to go back and get it, right? That's rough. See, this is the sort of rookie mistake that's going to keep me from beating my personal best. I mean, not really. My personal best is day 87. So if I finish, I'll have a new best. Alright, so it's going to be night, like, somewhat soonish, I think. Village. Marvelous. That will help with some luck, because we need a bucket in order to make obsidian, right? And then we need a diamond pickaxe to move it around, because I'm, like, not good enough at the game to do anything else. Theoretically, I think you could just find the obsidian, but then I'll be in the nether without a way to get out. And you lose your inventory when you die. And we have to go to the nether for some stuff. But there'll be beds at the village, so we can keep all of our wool. You know, that'll be nice. We can climb on it later, but not in the nether. It'll catch on fire. Scanning for iron. Saw some. How much do we have now? 15? That's actually a good amount. But we'll grab this freestanding iron over here. And then free-facing iron over here. But we don't want to sleep through the night, right? Because we need, like, what? We need string so that we can make a bow. We gotta get some arrows. You know, all the other stuff that you have to do in this game. But importantly, oh, that place looks so cool. We're not going unless it makes sense. Laser focused. Oh yeah, there'll be like a golem here. I'm supposed to kill him. I remember. This is probably gonna go bad. But yeah, you have to kill the iron golem. It's like it's a thing that people make you do. Take in your bed, kid. Oh, and we should take these. Which means we'll need one of these. Alright, and now we'll have, like... Now that we found a village, our food situation will be, like, more or less fine for a bit. We might find, like, loads of loot here, right? Well, I mean, maybe we won't find anything here. There's gotta be something in the village. Reason dictates there's gotta be something. Oh, we got a couple of cleric towers, so we'll be able to take a brewing stand. That's nice. Another useless house. Alright, we get some breads. You know, why? We don't need the box. We don't need the box. But like, why don't we take the box? Because we're not gonna have that much junk. Do we need another brewing stand? No, that's ridiculous. Why would we ever want more than one? Alright, so that's like a good amount of loot from the town. It's not like anything special. You know, finding a brewing stand is alright. Did we check all the houses? I sure think so. I guess we just lay down here now, because you need, like, you would want phantoms for the slow fall potion, but, you know, when would that ever, you know, we can go sleepless when we're in the nether, and when we come out, we can get those guys. We'll just try to remember to get the nether wart, and we'll be fine. Alright, speaking of being fine, now we've got plenty of food, and enough to make, you know, 14 by 9, so, yeah, you know, 106, so 35 loaves, something like that. That's plenty of bread for a while. The swamp, is that going to be good to go through? I mean, probably not. In conclusion, I don't know when we're, you know, we got to smelt this iron, but I guess we should, like, wait to do it until we find a place. No, we'll just do it right now, right? We'll, and we got like so much compared to what we had to get, and then we can double up here. Oh yeah, great strat. I know, right? And then like casually get some iron while I look around. What's down here? Inquiring minds want to know. Whoops. I mean, I guess like having a respawn point wouldn't be terrible. Like we should have one at the entry point to the nether whenever we go in. If we ever go in. Alright, in conclusion, nothing down there. Good, good. So it is on easy, which I'm like real contemptuous about easy mode. I don't know how hard it is, actually. I know how hard is. But we're gonna get a shield now it's gonna be awesome, you know. We're just gonna be shielding it up. Never should have come here. Alright, so we have to get... We don't have to get armor, but it's a huge amount, right? And then we can make a bucket, and that'll be enough to move out with, right? Oh, and a pickaxe. Gotta have the pickaxe, that's right, because pickaxe to get gold and stuff. And we need to be able to mine gold blocks if we see them so that we can trade them to the piglin. It's a whole thing. Is the bucket gonna wait? No, the bucket will happen now too. Alright. Good stuff. We got our axe, we got our bucket. And like 3 armor, look how funny and blocky I look. 3 armor is basically the same as like 10 armor on hard, right? So we're fine. We just need to move in a direction now. We've got an iron pick, which means we can get diamonds if we can get them. So we just need to look around for like a good place to go. We could just go straight down, but I'd prefer to try to find something, you know, by running. That's my general preference. Plus it's prettier. I don't think we're gonna need leather, but we could make like a little bindle, you know, make a little bindle bundle. Because I feel like as soon as I made any leather armor, that's when I wouldn't need any more. But here we go, we have found an ocean. that's ideal. Because with an ocean, we'll be able to look for like a shipwreck, right? And then we'll be able to look for buried treasure maps, and those have a pretty good chance of being diamonds or something diamond adjacent. Alternately, we could go into the earth right here and look for diamonds. That seems interesting enough too. We should build a shovel. Alright, this is very promising. Let's go. Alright. This will also get us a bow. Because again, I'm not like in the slightest bit respectful of these guys. Which I probably should be, because we're already losing HP. Alright. Good deal. Now we're stabilized. Need to make some more torches. Alright, so where are diamonds? Where are we at? We are at 6. We need to go deeper. But this is going to get us some more iron. That hissing is not directly above me. That's just a figment of my imagination. That is what the spider wants me to think. That spider doesn't even know who I am. Alright, here we go. Alright, I forgot to get water. There's flowing water in a couple places. I need a water source, though, to go further down there and be able to get up without, you know, getting totally and abhorrently lost. Because if I go down there, I'll never, ever get back. Alright, well. This went predictably. Alright, we need to... We could dig a trench, but that water's really far away. It would probably go faster to go up top and get a source of it. Probably. Oh god. I'm like, it's gonna take forever. I'm so lost. Okay. And all of this because I didn't get a bucket. You know, we'll do one better. Alright, so now we just need to smelt some of this real quick. We need to make another bucket. I don't have any coal, do I? No, I do not. Fortunately, I have found some. Magnificent. Alright, that was a creeper exploding somewhere, but not on me. Either that or just threatening to explode and it's still here somewhere. Wouldn't be terribly surprising. Alright, so to make a bow we need string, which we can get from spiders, but we haven't seen any. We will, you always see them around, you know. They're ubiquitous. Anything we can get over here while we're waiting for our stuff to cook up? No, not really. Alright. I'm like, I guess we'll make some leather boots? I don't know. And then we can leave the meat cooking up here, because we're going to come back up this way anyway, I imagine. I mean, no, theoretically we could do another entry down here, which... yeah, theoretically. Oh, but we need is some diamonds. Oh yeah, we need a fire source, we need a flint and steel, we need to find some gravel, which we passed by already. Alright, for that we'll need a shovel. An iron shovel? No, that's terribly wasteful. Alright, so now we have 5 iron, which... yeah, I mean, I guess a sword is fine at this point. Maybe a helmet would have been better. Probably. Eh, whatever, what are you gonna do, right? We've just got, like, all this junk that we couldn't possibly need. Like, I just don't think I'm gonna need bones. Maybe I will. We'll throw it out later. First, to get diamonds. I mean, hopefully. Okay, I've got to brush up on my water skills. Okay, never mind. They do work. I'm like, I would have sworn that worked. It does. But I don't know how... I'm gonna lose my mind. Alright, maybe if it's too much space, it doesn't work like how I expect it to. Let's just do it in a 3-block thing and get a water source here. And then it'll definitely work right. See, you know, I know how Minecraft works. Maybe I don't. It doesn't matter. Diamonds. So if we get, well, when we get diamonds, if we get diamonds, which are right over there, mind you. Then we'll be able to get obsidian, which we'll get, you know, somewhere. Probably. How do we get over there? By walking across casually? We should probably get some torches up first. Please be more than 1 diamond. Alright, we get 1 diamond. I know if you go around things, sometimes you get more. I should do that for the iron, I guess, but we're definitely going to do it here. And just hope that we see one. We're not gonna. It's okay. 1 diamond is not enough. 2 diamonds is not enough. 3 would be. But we found this area already, so we might as well keep going around and keeping our eyes peeled for both danger and diamonds, in that order. First danger, then diamonds, that's the motto. And if it isn't, we could make it the motto. Are those diamonds in the corner? It sort of looks like it, but it could be grass. Vines. That's a creeper. Anyway, that shows my instincts, right? I saw something. I was like, it's got to be what I want it to be. It doesn't. It doesn't have to be that. But I noticed with plenty of time. Alright, even further down, even better. That Skelly's on us, but this is like this is pretty inhospitable terrain for him. Speaking of inhospitable terrain, we're on fire. Not ideal. Oh, that's a lot of Skellies. Oh, we're about to die, huh? Diamonds. And gold, very good indeed. Now you don't want to cook the gold, you want to keep it raw to throw at piglins. No. We would use it to make like a thing of gold armor if we couldn't get one any other way. So that we can walk about in the nether relatively unbothered. Alright, just 1 single diamond again. Come on. Why not more? Looks like not more. Alright. Now we got 2 diamonds. That's good. When you get 3, we can, like, start trying to get to the surface. Or... Hey! There we go. Or we can keep on pressing down here and look for a lava lake, and then we can make all the obsidian we need, which I think is a fine solution. How hard could it be to find one? Don't answer that, I don't want to know. Hey, look at that. A ton of obsidian. Good. Good. Alright, we're just going to put some torches around, and then we got all of this. That should be enough for 2 nether portals. So, sweet. And then we'll probably just get more iron, right? Because we need a gold piece. We got 5. That'll be enough for a brain cage. Alright, good, good, good. Everything is going great. Oh, you're joking. Oh, me. Okay, so what I've done is misplaced my crafting table, and I don't know where. And I don't have any wood. Okay. I have no idea if we're going to be able to find this place again, but that's okay. We got the diamonds. 493, 424, negative 50. Because we're not going to find any wood down here. Oh my goodness. You know, this isn't even going to take us where we came from, right? Because we got to try to remember how we got here, right? Yeah, because we came this way. You know, not ideal, but, I mean, we could find it again when we come back down. Speaking of, we should probably get some more wood before we do that. I don't know if not having any wood is good. Doesn't seem like it is, huh? Later, Quinny, thank you for your good luck wishes. So we'll certainly need it. It's all a shambles now. You know, if we had taken those oak saplings, we could have planted them and used the bone meal to make them grow and then cut them down. So that's just one way where, if I was more creative, I wouldn't have had these problems. Alright. We need to start getting rid of some stuff now, like the raw chicken, and the leather, and the wooden axe. And the stone pickaxe, yes. And the rotten flesh and the bones. Not the arrows. Gotta have the arrows. We're gonna need them anyway for later stuff. Alright, get rid of that. And, you know, you hate to throw away blocks. Oh, the leather. We needed that for, like, a bindle thing. We'll get it somewhere else. Yeah. And we'll go down, and then while we're knocking all the obsidian around, we'll smelt this iron, and then we'll be able to get a little bit more suits of armor, a little bit more junk. Yeah, perfect. A perfect plan. I'm like, no memory. Where did we go? It's like, got the, you know, the coordinates, they're 400 something, where it was over here, over the hills and far away. And then, you know, we're gonna go down this way, and then there'll be the little bridge, and we'll take a right through that place where the creeper made us discover, and not die of fall damage. Because, you know, in the nether, we very well might need tons and tons of pickaxes, right? Netherrack's soft. Maybe we can get by with, like, finding some stone ones. But, hey-o, diamonds home. You know, I don't even know what I do with the next 2 diamonds. Sword, I guess. But now when we go to the nether, we can leave a box outside to where we can get to him, like, you know, yes, but, I mean, yeah, that'll be fine. And we'll just, you know, be able to get back to this place we are without, you know, any, Alright, I actually think that we will have enough iron now. Alright, so that's like 25 iron. That's got to be enough. We can't possibly need more. What we got to do now is find our way back to... Oh my god. Ah! They frightened me. Forgot I was playing Minecraft. It occurs to me that that bucket thing would make me stop being on fire every time. Jot that down. Of course, it wouldn't work in the nether. Water just disappears in the nether. Alright, looks like we got that diamond there. Alright, so where was... You know, if we just run around, we'll probably find it, right? Right? I think what a rookie mistake. It's very funny in a distinct kind of way that I just like left my crafting table and didn't have any more wood. Oh yeah, we never got any more wood, so we positively cannot leave the crafting table ever again, or also we don't have any... Oh, well, no, there's wood in the nether. We'll be fine. Ow. Okay. Hey, wait. Are these things supposed to be around where, like, an end portal is? Are they not? I have never, ever... Okay, so... I have never seen silverfish in my life in this game unless it is somewhere around a stronghold. So, 500, negative 40, 450. 500, 500 for short. It's possible that through traveling around, we found ourselves pretty close to where we'll need to be once we get out of the nether. 500, 500-ish. But I would have no way of figuring out what direction they had come from. I just don't think I've ever seen a silverfish not in that setup, right? So... Oh no. Oh god. Alright, in conclusion, I don't know where those lava pool / obsidian things were. I sure wish I did. Alright, well, we've got one better. Because we have found another one. A better one. A bigger one. Alright, and now it's time to get to work. Now, of course, we can build one... Oh, right, we didn't even get fire. Maybe we can drop a fire bucket into it. If not, that's gonna be really embarrassing. Alright. It's like, oh, I forgot that it took like 84 years to mine obsidian. Oh, you're joking. Why am I the way I am? So what's under this lava is more lava. But, like, I think, you know, you get enough time. Yeah. Alright, so for one of these, you need, what, like 8 per? Because it's like 2 on the bottom, 3 on the sides. Oh, right, we were supposed to be... I just remembered the plan. Oh, wait, no. So we gotta smelt the gold first to get a hat. Because we're going into the nether and we need a hat. Also, we probably should have got more coal. We don't really have enough fuel here, but maybe it'll work out anyway. Hey, Orange Froggy, you're gonna have a great time, because I don't know what I'm doing at all. But, you know, we're making awesome progress. You know, we've been playing for about 40 minutes now, and we've got some diamonds. You know, we got a diamond pickaxe, and we're gonna be able to make another portal pretty soon. Except I keep on forgetting things. Like, I forgot to get a flint and steel, so I don't know if a lava bucket lights another portal. We're gonna try, though. You just beat the Ender Dragon and got an Elytra on your current model playthrough. Awesome! Congratulations. It doesn't light it. Well, in that case, we're gonna get all the obsidian and then go upstairs, rather than build one nether portal down here. Also, I think the stronghold's down here, or a stronghold is down here, because there is those little grayfish things, right? I've only, you know, I haven't played Minecraft for more than like a year and 3 months, right? But I've only ever seen them in the stronghold and stronghold adjacent areas. And one of those little guys was down right around here, so that would be pretty funny if I like went down to find the diamonds and then like the stronghold's right there. In extreme weather mod, you have an insane underground mansion. That sounds very cool. Because you can't stay outside, so you would need to do everything underground. That's very cool. Alright, so it's like 18 no, it wouldn't be 18, it would be 16. Which means this is extra and we don't need it. Which is, you know, fine. Gold's not extra, though. We need the gold. Alright. Alright, so we can get, like, diamond pants now. I mean, seems worth it, yeah. And that'll put us at, like, a very high armor amount. Yeah, I would totally be interested in seeing it if you want to like make a community post, or if you have it on your profile. I'll try to make a mental note of it. All right, so do we need a diamond sword? I mean, it's better than an iron sword. What's the point of having 2 diamonds? Yeah, we'll just make a diamond sword. And then use an iron one instead for a while? Yeah, that sounds dumb. That means that's what we'll do. Alright, so we can make a ton of bread. This will also give us the opportunity to get more wood before we go down, because that would be good. Yeah, if you put, like, a link in the... chat, I don't even know if there's, like, a way for me to allow it. It doesn't even show me, like, this thing has been held. Like, I think YouTube just doesn't let anybody put links in. I think I'm allowed to. But I don't think any viewer can at all, no matter what. Even, like, a moderator on the channel. I don't think. But I am interested. I'm sorry that the internet is getting in the way of me being able to see it, but... Alright, so we need to go to the surface. Oh, man, I don't remember how we got here. We'll try to recreate it. It'll be mainly going up with occasional breaks to get into different streams of water. So we're on the right track-ish. But it's probably not right there, right? Yeah, we probably... Yeah, that's right. Because we have to go behind this weird waterfall, which also isn't the right one. Thunder roars! You know, if this was a real speedrun where they wanted thunder, that would be very cool for them. I just like the sound. Of course, that does mean that we'll have problems when we go outside, which means we'll just need to go to sleep before we do. Oh, that's a creeper right on me. Not ideal. We'll just walk away from it. We will just walk away. Oh, we lost the bed. It's okay, we've got another one. Alright, so we now need flint and steel and more wood. Both of those will be easy enough. They are not the hard things in the game to find after all. Alright. Inventory. Well, we don't need gunpowder. I'm pretty sure that's true. I mean, we're not going to use it for anything intelligent, so... wouldn't need it. What's even on the ground here? Nothing we care about. Got it. Alright, so... flint. We only need, like, one flint, right? Right. Where would we get it? Literally anywhere? Yes. All right. All right, and from here... I'm like, wait, no, we already had those. All right, so then we can... make a box, so then we can leave inside of the box, you know, like most of this iron and then random trash, so that, you know, if we ever, you know, don't make it, we'll be able to come out to this box of trash and grab some nice trash out of it. Like all this wool, why am I even carrying that? I don't care. Alright, gold we need though. Gold's not trash. Golden helmet we absolutely need. That's the most important thing. Alright, we don't have a bow and we don't have arrows. We could have... well, we do have a bow and we have 12 arrows. Seems dumb, seems real sketchy, seems careless. I guess we're gonna do it though. Someone has brought us 4 fruits. Interesting. You know, why am I getting rid of blocks? We'll need blocks to traverse around things. Not the wool, though. It'll catch on fire. $400, $650. That's where the brewing stand is. And if not, then, you know, we can... Yeah, anyway. Let's, Let's see how this goes. We got our 42 loaves of bread. You know, we're loaded up. Alright. Alright, 50-80 in the nether is entry. And even though I leaned away from my computer and looked sort of down my eyes at it, we definitely didn't see anything relevant there. Alright. Enderman whoops, that's good. We need to fight Endermen. Of course, we don't need to die to them, so that'll be important. Jot that down. No pearl, maybe next time. Because they like to spawn in this area, right? So that's at least a way we can get them. But we need to find a fortress, because there's no replacement for blaze powders, unless I'm mistaken. But I believe there's no replacement. I think you absolutely got to go there. If memory serves, only Endermen spawn in this area as hostile mobs in the nether, so that's pretty nice. But of course, most of the other areas aren't too bad if you're wearing your appropriate gear, and we're just going to juggle this one. Alright, there's one pearl down. Bastion? No, I think that's just the biome. I guess we'll go that way-ish and, you know, just try to fight some more Endermen if they present themselves. Ah. All right. Feels like if we go this way, we just die. It certainly feels that way. Yeah, you know, if I go anywhere, I'll just die. Look at that. Like, if that was lava, I would have died already. Alright, that's 2 Endermen. We don't want to get too excited here. Now, we can build a little safe thing. We just need to make sure it's actually a little safe thing. Alright, here we go. And if it's not, we're only going to try to pull one at a time. You know, why don't we make it a little bit wider of a lip? That seems wise. I mean, YouTube community post. Awesome, awesome. Also full screen images, yeah. You know, I'm not going to do it like right now because we're in the middle of this, but I am absolutely going to look at it as soon as this run finishes. Alright, we're in trouble. And now we're fine. Alright. We are in our safe spot that we built. And they will have no choice but to be destroyed while we try to get Eyes of Ender out of them. I mean, we could have been in trouble, but we're not. Now we're fine. Yeah, zoop around, my man. Zoop around. You know, having a little bit more of it would have been nice. Alright, so we get no more eyes. We get no more eyes. Well, you know. Seems a little wasteful with blocks. We could always get more. Hey, another one. Yeah, whoop on over here. Alright, still no more eyes. It's also quite hard to see the different eyes, but just know it's very well polished at first. I believe you. You know, it'll... I never would compare anyone else's stuff to my stuff in Minecraft, but if I did, everybody would be a master. I obviously don't know what I'm doing at all. Alright, so... we didn't get any more pearls there. 1 is, you know, a number. And now... alright, and now we're kind of stuck. We're just going to go in, like, a different direction. And see if we can find something. I guess just, like, straight through the wall. So you're going to do multivariable and calculus homework while watching the stream? Well, have fun with that. I had a calculus course some time ago. 20 years. Lifetime. Seems. That's even longer than Minecraft's been around. Oh yeah, we break the thing. Alright, that's alright. Alright, we got, well, I left my crafting table somewhere. That's okay, we brought more, right? Yeah! Found one. Look at those bricks. You can tell that they're the fortress bricks by the way they are. No pearl. So people are like, you know, you could do this and this and this, and this is how people find things. I'm like, whenever I speed run Minecraft, I just go in a direction and hope I find the thing I have to find in order to play the game. And if I don't find it, I don't win. Blaze crackles. Alright, well, it's about to get serious then. Okay, this is... Alright, if we go up in there, what are the chances we get out alive? Not super high. Alright, now we've got a way out. Ish. Alright. So how do we actually fight these guys? I've always had bows and arrows. I don't have enough. Oh god. Okay. That's not gonna go so good, huh? I've got 12 arrows. I should have brought more, huh? Oh, there's so many of them. Oh my god. Alright. Oh, and I didn't have inventory space for blaze rod. That's good. That's smart. Oh my goodness, they are really... Okay, so they are going around the other side too. Got it. Alright, so we got 2 blaze rods. That's good. About a new guitar the other day? Yes, I remember you told me. Alright, so... Well, we've got 30 more breads. It sure is taking a long time to get our HP back. I don't know, I may not be good enough at this game to beat it, huh? It's like, I think whenever I fought blazes in hardcore, I literally just had like a fire protection potion. Like, I don't even know what's going on here. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm dead. I'm dead. I can't get out of this alive. I'm dead. Oh man. Am I gonna regenerate more than I burn? Nope. Alright, the good news is I don't remember how to get there. Well. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if there's a point in trying to do this. I don't know what I thought I was doing. I guess I thought because it was easy and I play on hardcore that I would just like walk in and do it. But it's not happening, huh? Well, huh. Don't know how I thought it would go. The only other time I tried this, I like knocked some lava on my head in a bastion. I didn't think I wouldn't be able to kill the blazes, but I can't, so. Alright. Well, yeah. What are you gonna do, right? I'm just gonna get on a boat. You know, there's no point in trying to beat the game anymore. You know, that's all over. You know, it was a fun experiment. One of my buddies at work was like, hey, have you tried to do that in a while? And I said, no, that could be fun. I mean, it was. A nice past tense word. It was. Alright, but anyway. Well, that's the end of that. I mean, I had a good time, you know. Minecraft going into a new world is fun. I should find something in between ever needing to go into the Nether and never starting a new world, because looks like I'm probably not gonna die in hardcore again. Probably. I never go into the Nether. But anyway, that, I guess that'll do it for this video. Yeah, kind of want to plant some wheat for a bit. Guess I'll do that. Anyway, that's the end of this, attempt at running the game. It didn't work. I died. I'm bad. Alright, we're gonna move the stream over into a wheat stream now, just because I kind of want to listen to some more music, but, you know. But there's no point, there's no point in trying to beat the game on that world anymore. That's torched. And in fact, I'm gonna take a lesson from this and never try to speedrun Minecraft again. Speedrun. Because, you know, what a waste. What a waste of my time. I mean, not... That's imprecise. If the goal is to actually beat the dragon, I'm never gonna do that in that setting, so it is wasteful to set it as a goal. It was a good time. But I think I could have tried for another 10 hours and not beat it. I honestly think the only way I could beat the game is how I did it in hardcore. Where, like, I just get, you know, fully enchanted armor before I even go into the Nether. Did I see the message? I mean, I didn't leave the window. I guess other people when they stream like do stuff besides play the game that they're doing, but I don't really ever click on a different thing. So no, I didn't see the message. But I guess abstractly my question is, how are you supposed to even kill blazes? There were just so many of them, and I just couldn't do anything. Oh, yeah, after the run. I meant, like, after the run, as in after the video. I guess I'll do it now. It's just because I like you. Normally I wouldn't do this. I'm like trying to open it at full screen. Like, man, this is it's a bigger picture than my monitor is. I see the cow farm. I'm looking at it. I guess this is like shot from above, like in spectator mode. So, yeah, there's a lot of. I'm like, what's all this lava and stuff? Sugarcane netherwort, very cool, very cool. Something in a glass cage. Maybe that's the radar room with the tornado siren. I don't know. That's a cool place, man. It's in free cam, which is a mod. I see. That's the silverfish farm. Ah. Yeah, that looks so much more organized than anything I've ever done in this game. Make a super smelter. I've made an auto smelter. I don't know what the difference is. I bet the super one's a lot better. Yeah, because I'm trying to think of like how to beat the game in the context of not a hardcore game. It would just be very boring if I was pretending that I was trying to beat the game, because I would have to farm up a bunch of diamonds for armor, and then I would have to farm up a bunch of protection for armor and the weapons, and then I would need, you know, like it would take just hours and hours and hours of prep before I was ready to go into the nether. It doesn't seem like it would be that engaging. It's fun when it's in hardcore because, you know, you're working on your whole world while you're doing it, but the idea of just starting a new world to spend 6 to 8 hours trying to get strong enough to be able to kill blazes seems overtly silly to me. Yeah, not a point in it. I'm not good enough at the game. Super smelter, you put what you want in a chest, and a minecart distributes it up through many furnaces. Ah, yes, I don't know how to do that at all. My auto smelter, I put many things into a box and it distributes it to one furnace. And then it puts it in one box. And I can make that box go into one other box. Alright, let's go to the field of 1,000 cows. City spent about 130 days on the base. That's awesome, dude. I could probably spend 10 times that in game and not be able to do that because I'm a real distracted boy when it comes to Minecraft. I can never too much. All right, field of 1,000 cows. Because we need to mend up a little bit. Yeah, like whenever I would do hardcore worlds, I would, well, whatever I was doing, it was all for the benefit of the world, right? So I'd be leveling up my villagers at the same time as I was, macroing up the amount of melons that I could sell. So I was getting more emeralds, I was getting access to, the mercantile aspect of the villagers. And then that I was also getting, perfect armor along the way was just like sort of a byproduct of all of the other macro level stuff that I was doing in game. But I don't know why I thought that was gonna go different. Funny. I think it's just because it was on easy, right? And I play on hardcore, so I'm like, easy, like I probably won't even die, Wrong. Wrong. But we like got into the nether in like an hour, and that's pretty good for me. Chicago is hard. Oh, yes. Sure it is. Say that we on everything. It's also beautiful. Well, thank you. This is my pride and joy. Other people have their brilliance in Minecraft, and I have my wheat. missed one. Thought I wouldn't notice, but I did. Because, you know, sure, other people can, like, beat the game, and I can't even beat Blazes. I was so excited when I heard their little whoosh and saw those bricks. I was like, oh, yeah. Now we're talking. Now we're on pace. I'll totally be able to do it. Wrong. Wrong. But, you know, Minecraft isn't about who can beat it fastest. Even when you say you're trying to beat it, you don't have to. You can just lie and then go right back to planting wheat. No one can stop you. They can't even try. You're full maxed out, otherwise you don't have to worry. Yeah. Well, you know, I have that now on hardcore, but even with full maxed out diamond, I didn't appreciate how good the extra knockback resist was on netherite. It just lets you get so much done. Funny how failure is. Like, if I hadn't died in that Minecraft run there, I would probably be spending the next 2 hours not beating the game, and then I would have failed to something else. But, you know, sometimes in a game you're like, alright, I'll try it again, I can do it. And sometimes you're like, you know what? I don't have it in me. You can just tell. You're like, oh, I literally can't beat Blazes in a fight. I don't know how people do it. You know, everyone's better at different things. Some people are really good at whistling. Hello, person sending hearts. But, yeah. This is better than trying to beat the game anyway. That was, you know, it was fine. I was having dinner, my brother bought these like bake in the oven, you know, pizzas from the store, like frozen pizzas, but he didn't like them, so he gave them to me, and I normally don't buy that kind of stuff for myself. So I was sitting at the table eating them, and I was like, oh yeah, I could speed run Minecraft. Let me go. You say, do I take donations? Not anymore. My channel was monetized, and then they like took it down because I didn't like do anything. I had to fill out a form, and I really hate filling out forms, so I just like didn't do it, so they took away the ability again. Hey Minikman, what'd you miss? Oh, I tried to run the game and it worked really bad. It went fine for a bit. I died and gave up, so we're here doing wheat. We went, you know, like after like an hour we found some diamonds, and we went to the nether, and then I managed to find a fortress, and then I died to Blazes. I can't beat Blazes in a fight, so I figured I should just give up and come and plant some wheat, and that's just what I did. And I'm doing way better at this than I was doing at trying to beat the game. I guess we'll forever only beat Minecraft one time. Day 87 hardcore. But yeah, no, I guess it's been like a few months since... Because I guess when they monetize you, they're like, oh, by the way, you have like a month and a half to do all this stuff for us now. Prove who you are. And I don't fill out forms. I don't believe in it. I'm not like a well-adjusted person. Right? So I was just like, I don't want to do that. Like, I have nothing to hide. Google already knows who I am. It's so annoying. But like, I don't have like a smartphone, for example. I don't use one. I have a flip phone. So they're like, fill out this form, and the first thing is like, open up this app, use the app on your phone to take a picture of your face, and I literally can't do that. So I think I'll probably never monetize my account again. It doesn't seem practical. I guess I could buy a phone to set up the account and then destroy it with a hammer or something. That would be fun. Say I should play modern Minecraft. I've only started playing Minecraft last year. In June was the first time that I played it. And I mainly just play like hardcore, and you know, I've got my world of wheat as you see in the distance, all the wheat. We're not gonna go through all the wheat right now. It stretches, you know. If you're not aware, the wheat goes on. But yeah, I definitely want to play mods someday. I just because I'm in the middle of my hardcore playthrough, in the middle of it. It's day like 750 in hardcore for me. But usually if I want to like do something, like that's my only world where I like do stuff in. Here's just wheat. This is my first Minecraft world, my first real one. It was like peaceful for a long time and very briefly had mobs on, so I've got like some stuff here, but really everything happens in the hardcore world. But it's like I still don't know so many things about Minecraft that it doesn't seem that practical to mod it, although graphical mods could be fun. Yeah, well, I keep on thinking about doing it soon. I just, you know, I'm not like, I don't have a block about modding games. I actually quite like it. I guess it's just that because I don't have any perspective on Minecraft, I don't have like the idea of like, you know, what would I change, you know, like, no, I haven't tried a single one, you know, I just know that things exist because people tell me about them. But I remember one time, like, my friend, who's a computer programmer now, he had some class where he needed to make a program. And he was like, all right, so give me an idea for a computer program, you know? Like, what's a problem you have that a computer could solve? And I just stared at him. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, yeah, you know, just, like, something that you want to do that you could, like, automate, you know, something that you could change with a computer. I'm like, I literally don't have anything in my life that I think I could do this with a computer instead. And he was like, oh, I look at stuff like that all the time. I'm like, I don't even know what computers are for. They make my video games work. Electricity comes out of a plug in the wall, right? But I haven't been playing so much Minecraft lately because I started playing Hollow Knight a couple months ago, and then Silksong came out, and I played that, and then it annoyed me. Played a little bit of it again this morning, that was fine. I've been playing so much Total War lately, but the Minecraft soundtrack is so good, and sometimes I just like to chill a bit. You know, trying to beat the game doesn't really jive into that either. It's sort of like, why when I was sitting there drinking my Mountain Dew and eating pizza that I didn't pay for, did I think I should try to beat the chill game that I like quickly? But every time I talk about, like, oh, this could be like a mod sort of thing, people are like, that's just a map. I'm like, is a map not a mod? And they just look at me like, no. I say this like as if people are looking at me when I talk about Minecraft. It happens all the time, because I work, like, I'm a cook. I work at a restaurant. I'm a line cook at a steakhouse. But I work with, like, a fair amount of people that, you know, are younger, like high school kids, recently graduated, that kind of thing. And so to prove to them that I'm very cool, I'll just talk to them about Minecraft, you know. They'll say something and they think that I won't hear them, like some gamer thing, and then I just start telling them what I'm doing in Minecraft, and they get, like, really impressed. You know, just, like, so impressed. Because I'm, like, an old person. And I'm like, oh yeah, you're a gamer? How long have you ever lived in Minecraft hardcore? Like, I don't play hardcore. I'm like, oh, couldn't be me. Then I just walk away. Oh yeah, that doesn't really happen. That'd be funny though. I mean, not funny. Yeah, well, I am 39 now, Froggy. I didn't make too big a deal out of it when it happened, and I never will. I don't really like my birthday. That's sort of underselling it. I hate my birthday, but yes, I am 39 now. And next year I'll be 40. Nobody knows when. It's true. Ancien. No, there's my Warhammer competitive streamer Turin. He's awesome. I love him. But anyway, one of his, like, chat streams things. I don't usually watch him live, but one of his chats things, they always tell him, like, happy birthday, like, every day of the year is on his birthday. That would make me so miserable. Like, even if somebody hears me say that and wants to do it someday, I'll just, like, if I don't ban him, I'll just ban the words. Because I have the power, right? I can ban phrases. That would be so fun. I don't use my power to ban slang. I use it to ban celebrations of my birthday. Oh, if only I had that power in the real world. Elementary school would have been so much better. No, just kidding. It wouldn't have happened there. You can say sad birthday anytime. And you can say a very merry unbirthday to you. You can always talk about unbirthdays. For example, today is my unbirthday. You say, do I like working as a streamer in my chef job? Well, I mean, like, I don't... This isn't working. This is just a hobby, you know. I do stream a lot, but I wouldn't consider this work at all, you know. Like I said earlier, the monetization got shut down, and I was not, like, in a hurry to get it turned back on. It was on for a month, right? And it was cool. It was awesome. I don't want to downplay it. It was very awesome for anyone to ever, like, contribute. It made me feel so good. Like, it was really kind of... It was, like, emotionally moving, right? That someone would take their money that they worked hard for and just give it to me because, you know, because they liked what I was doing on the internet for entertainment value or whatever. Like, that was very cool. But, you know, this isn't a job. This is just what I do. No, I like this much more. I love playing video games. They're my favorite thing in the world besides books. And I'm not going to sit here and read Shakespeare to you. I do sometimes, but I'm not going to do it right now. Well, Minikman, actually, me and many of my friend groups, I'll say good morning to someone, like a howdy, then yeah, a howdy. I'm like, yes, like a howdy. But yeah, like, I'll say good morning to people any time of night. Like, and that one's a bit of a Lord of the Rings reference, right? And then I like to do like today I would give somebody like a happy Wednesday. I like to do that, you know. Or tomorrow, you know, if I were to speak to you like a jaunty happy Thursday, you know, like that's totally good. That's my idea of a fun greeting. Or, and this isn't a joke either, a very, very thick Appalachian accented Italian hello, like in the film *Inglourious Bastards* by Quentin Tarantino. Buongiorno. You know, that one's always very good, but you can't say it right. You have to say it like Lieutenant Aldo Raines would have. Captain? I forget what his rank was in the movie. Aldo Raines. Unless it's Rain. I haven't seen it in a while. But yes, and I'm not a chef, I'm just a cook. I don't want to complain about my job. It is good to have a job. You know, it lets me pay my bills, and I'm glad that I have it. But I don't enjoy any of it. It's a job. Buongiorno. That's the point. The point is that he says it wrong. In the movie, they're pretending to be Italians, and this person who does know how Italians are is delighting in how they obviously are not Italians, and there's a whole scene where he's like making them speak to them, you know. And one of the guys, they're introducing themselves, and one of the guys' names is Antonio Margaretti. Like, Margaretti, and he has him say his last name like so many times in a row, and it builds a lot of dramatic tension because they know that he knows that they're not the Italians they're pretending to be, but everyone around is just sort of like oblivious to it. It's a wonderful series of scenes. Great film. Wonderful performances and directing. Buongiorno. But yes, I do know how to say Italian words without a super silly accent on them. Not well, but a little bit. For perspective, the guy that is saying buongiorno is also calling the Italian language Italian. So that's sort of what you're working with there. And let me tell you, it works so well. It's a great movie. But yes, the entire joke is the mispronunciation. Miguel, you say job sucks, but people with you make it better? For sure. I like to think that a lot of people that work with me have better experiences there, because otherwise they would be, you know, bored. And instead they can listen to me talk about the most boring stuff in the world in a super interesting way, which is much better than sitting around on their phones without hearing me pontificate about whatever the subject on my mind is. No, there's this line in a Kafka short story, which it goes. It's a woman talking to this man, and she says, "Everything you say is boring and incomprehensible, but that alone does not make it true." And I think about that all the time whenever I am saying boring and incomprehensible things to someone. But I try my best to be, you know, in possession of a florid turn of phrase while it's happening. You know, give the people their money's worth, and even if they're not paying for you to talk, you know, a fancy prose style won't go amiss. That's what I've always said. You know, no one cares how ornamented your speech is. They just don't want you to stop talking. Now, people have been telling me to shout for my whole life. I've never learned how to listen to them, though. They'll say, why? Why would you even want that much wheat? And I'd say, you just don't see. You can't see the wheat because of, you know, your clouded value system. You can't see the beauty of the world. And that's the thing about Minecraft, right? Is the whole world is there and you can do anything with it. And only with vision, right, can you anyway. The dog smells bad. Important information for you, I'm sure. That's why I got sidetracked. I'm like, oh, the air in this room is suddenly foul. I bet he feels better. Unimportant. Breaking news. Dogs stink. Even the best ones do. The best part about a field like this part of this field rather, a field like this meaning a field just planted, not like a wheat field. Clearly I couldn't tell you the best part of one, there's too many. But the best part about a new wheat field is like when you run out of an inventory of seeds and you go to get another one and you look over and you see like all the new growth, you know, there aside from the old, and you're like, oh, look how much work we've done. See, like, look at that. Because we did, like, that was just like half one and then half another one, but we still have a couple more hundred to put in the ground over here. But I mean, wonderful stuff. Really making a lot of wheat progress here, you know. We didn't have enough wheat, but now we're getting closer and closer to enough. But more is always better. Wheat is life. Indeed. Indeed. Somebody was telling me at work that on that famous degenerate server, they once had a place with like a bunch of wheat that was like internally server famous, but then like somebody like burned it all down and griefed it, and I was like, well, that's why I would never want to play Minecraft with anybody. What if they messed with my wheat? It's bad enough when a wandering trader does it. Like, what if somebody just went through the field and just like jumped in a couple places, thinking I wouldn't notice? I would notice. I would notice. But I wouldn't be able to prove who did it, right? It would be like a mystery, but the bad kind, where the detective became like slowly and then quickly unhinged, unable to blame any of the in-world entities for his destroyed field. Be sad. Better to be alone. No, it could be cool to play with other people, I bet. because they could like have ideas and I could make them happen. They'd be like, oh man, if I just had like 500 diorite, I could do this thing. And I'll be like, you know what, you work on your thinking for that, you do you, and I'll be back with that diorite in a hurry, right? Like, I would love that. Like, I was playing this zombie game, it was called 7 Days to Die? It was years ago I was playing it, but it was just like Minecraft, but I hadn't played Minecraft yet, so I didn't know that. My friend I was playing with, that's what she had said. She's like, oh, it's just like Minecraft. I'm like, okay. She's like, I need you to gather stuff so I can build us a fort. And I'm like, okay, what do I do? And so, you know, I was digging in the dirt and gathering wood and stone and doing all sorts of great stuff like that. And then eventually we got bored and turned the game off. You know, the end. Alright. More seeds. But first, let's look at the whole field. I'm just playing. Y'all know you can't see the whole field all at one time. What is this? The minor leagues? The amateur wheat farms hour? No way. You know you can't see all of it at one time. Ah, beautiful, is it not? I mean, this part of it. It really is the joy that keeps on giving whenever someone who's never seen the field before just sees me working on a little section of it somewhere, and they're like, wow, dude, that's so much wheat, and I'm like, It's like if you tell somebody their car's fast and then they hit the Fast and the Furious button where they start shooting out like laser beams from behind it and go 100 miles an hour. You know, not that much faster. You'll blow the welds on the intake out. Granny shifting, not double clutching like you should. You know, it's in second car. I was going to say, why do I have random apples? But now I get it. From the random things that we were cutting down. Fortunately, we have a box here specifically designed to put random trash into. It's too full. Curses. Alright. We'll go to one of these random boxes, specifically designed for putting random trash into. Surely one of them has space. Huh, surely. I'm like, furthermore, these boxes are already full of this exact trash. Like wheat and dirt and whatever goes with that. All right. What do I want to do with the rest of my day? This, I mean, no, not for another hour and a half or two. Well, the sun falls, the moon rises. See, you're still there, Texas. We're probably about to end this stream. And by probably, I mean we are about to end this stream. And then I'm going to take just a little break and then play something else for the rest of the night. I'm not sure what. I'm just going to figure out what it is in the next 15 minutes. And then see about that. You know, what a beautiful land of wheat it is. Look there in the far distance. Does it look like grass over there? Does it? There where the acacia trees are? Why would the grass be so green, you wonder? For it is actually all wheat. Well, not all wheat. But isn't that just the most beautiful thing? Like, just that right there, that to me is the prettiest sight in all of Minecraft. The yellow by the water, like spreading across the different stages of the wheat growth. The promise of a bright wheat future here with all the fresh seedlings. It's just the best. I love wheat. Sure hope you do too. But anyway, that's all for right now. Anyway, I'll take a little break and then I'll be back on to stream something else for the rest of the night. If you're watching in the future, disregard all the time-sensitive information. I hope the weather's nice for everybody else, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you've enjoyed. Later, Froggy. Later, Miguel. Later, Minikman. And perhaps I'll see you guys in a later stream or video. If not, hope you have a good rest of your night. But you're going to finish shower and sleep? Well, good. I will perhaps see you later on in the future then. You have a good one, Froggy. Appreciate you hanging out.